What is up guys, Kunioji here, and today we are taking a look at the British Tier 6 Premium, the Cromwell B. If you guys are a big fan of the Cromwell, then you'll find the Cromwell B to your suiting a lot. It looks simply amazingly gorgeous. And you'll notice the 7th Armored Division insignia here, also known as the Desert Rats. It even has its own serial number and its own tank name. It looks really amazing. And also, there's a lot of decals here that make the tank really look that amazing. So if you guys are really willing to put your bucks on this, stay tuned because I have some killer gameplays as well as tank comparisons on how it compares with the normal Cromwell and the rest of the Tier 6 premiums. So right now, let's go compare the Cromwell to the Cromwell B. Nice! Right, we're now comparing the ordinary Cromwell to Cromwell B. Now, at first glance, there's basically no difference. It has the same DPM, same penetration, same alpha, same ROF, same reload, same shell velocity, pretty much. But on the weapon handling, the difference is the gun depression or elevation. 13 degrees and 20 degrees. Now this is really something big. In all honesty, the Cromwell, with this kind of gun depression or elevation, the Cromwell B could be able to shoot much flexible than an ordinary Cromwell. Its speed is basically the same power to weight ratio, same engine power, same speed, but there's no more traverse though. It's much better than the Cromwell. I don't know what this means, but I think it's like a turret traverse or not or something. Aside from that, credit coefficiency, the Cromwell B has a lot more credit coefficient than ordinary Cromwell, given that it is a premium. And armor-wise, basically no difference, but except for the side armor of 43 degrees, that's slightly better than the Cromwell, which means the Cromwell B could be able to take a little bit less damage compared to the Cromwell when people are shooting HE or something. But still, that wouldn't matter because when you're playing a Cromwell, you always have to use your speed. Now, let's try to compare the Cromwell B with some other premium tanks. Nice! Now, firepower-wise, the Cromwell B is leading in DPM than the T-3485 Victory, the Strunzwagen 74A2, and the Sentinel, but a little bit lagging behind compared to the Schmalterm. Penetration far better than the other three, no difference in the Sentinel, but the Schmalterm pretty much outlasts the Cromwell's penetration by 5mm. Alpha, all the same except for the Victory's 200. The rate of fire, far better than all of the three except for the Schmalterm. Reload time, better except for the Schmalterm. And the caliber is basically just the same of the four with the exception of the T-3485 Victory's 85mm. Now the shell velocity, this is where the Cromwell B shows a little defect here, because apparently if you have a lower shell velocity, it'll take time for your rounds to hit, or like you need an exact good timing if you want to hit your rounds in advance. At 785, the Cromwell compared to the T-3485 Victory 792, slightly a bit better, but that's already far away comparing it to the Strunzwagen at 900, similar with the Sentinel, but the Schmalterm has far better shell velocity. On weapon handling, aim time is basically the same as the Victory and Cromwell B, but the Strunzwagen, Sentinel, and the Schmalterm beats the Cromwell B out. So basically, you need a little bit more time to aim your shots if you're like sniping or you're engaging mid-range, because you really need patience to play the Cromwell. But the dispersion, it's better than the Victory and the Strunzwagen, similar with the Sentinel, but not as good as the Schmalterm has. The gun depression is much better than the Victory, the Strunzwagen, the Sentinel, and the Schmalterm. Basically, the Cromwell B at this aspect is much far flexible. So I honestly kind of like the comfortability that gun depressions are able to give you, as well as skill and elevation. Now for the speed, mobility, this is where the Cromwell B really shines out. 64 kilometers per hour. That's far better than the Victory's 54, far better than the Strunzwagen's 45, the Sentinel's 56, and the Schmalterm's 44. Its power-to-weight ratio is also significantly better, being that it is a Cromwell, but the terrain resistance it's slightly not that good compared to the Victory or a little bit of the Sentinel, but basically it's just the same. The Strunzwagen, it's a bit lagging behind compared to the Cromwell, and the Cromwell B has slightly similar stats with the Schmalterm in regards to terrain resistance. Other stuff, the Cromwell B makes slightly better credits than the Strunzwagen, the Sentinel, and the Panzer IV, except for the Victory's 182% credit coefficient, which means that the Victory can earn a lot more than the Cromwell B or any other of these tanks. View range, Cromwell B's a lot better, except for the Strunzwagen's 269. The armor, it's basically I won't devolve into this into the armor part, because basically when you're playing the Cromwell, you always need to be on the move, and pretty much you're going to do a lot of flanking instead of being a frontline tank and such. Now that's enough theory crafting for once, and let's go get stuck into a real hard gameplay. I apologize if I loaded rather late in this game. Apparently I've been having lags during the time that I was making this gameplay. So, our first game. We are currently in a desert map, and apparently our desert rat insignia seems to actually fit this environment. Let's show these idiots who the hell is the real desert rat. So, I try to see if we can shot some KV2s here, but unfortunately... And this KV2 sticks out, but unfortunately our round hits the dirt. We got too excited that we just fired, and without even fully aiming our reticle. And we see a T-34, we shoot him, and deal 100 damage, and then I realized that we need to really flank around this. We need to do this. Come on, let's go flank around them, and unfortunately this Panzer III-4 tries to go against us. Let's see, let's show this Panzer IV. Let's show this Panzer III-4 who the real desert rat is. We can get a second shot, yes, we can connect it, and he's a one-shot. We connect. Can we take him out? Yes, nice. Now this Panzer V-4 is basically a Panther. It's basically a Panzer IV with a Panther hull. But that won't matter for the desert rat. We'll show this bastard who the real desert rat is. So we move along. We need to move forward if we're gonna land our shots. We need more damage at this point. Come on, load the second shot. Yes, yes, yes. And this Chaffee. I'm surprised this Chaffee didn't even bother to shoot us. So why not? I decided to move forward and try to get my opportunity. Oh! Don't shoot us, Chaffee. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now at this point, we are in a good spot to shoot them. Unfortunately, our round bounced on that Panther, but we decided to shoot this T-34 because that Kuro just killed that Panzer IV. That could have been our kill. But anyway, we are going smoothly here. It seems that T-34 just gave out, or like he went disconnected, or so we finish him off, and then we decide to kill this KV2. Now at this point, I got a bit tensed in whether this KV4 was stock or not, but unfortunately, when I saw the gun, I think I was fine, but I was still hesitating. But now I managed to land a shot, and now we go against this Chaffee. Come on, Mr. Chaffee. Oh, seeing that there's actually a spot there, we can shoot HE, and wow, we just rolled 214 damage on this Chaffee. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. So what an absolute killer of a round. Let's go see the after battle stats. So that was an absolute killer round. We dealt 2,484 damage with 4 kills, picking us up a Top Gun and a high caliber. Not too bad. Pretty much you're starting to see just how the Cromwell B should actually play. You can't just sit in the back. You're supposed to use your speed and actually go into flanks where you can shoot people. That's basically what the Cromwell is, and you have that terrific DPM and reload time. But less theory crafting, more playing. Let's go into another gameplay. And apparently I loaded in again. Apparently the slide just doesn't seem to go down, but anyway. We are currently in a snowy map now, really one of my favorite maps on this game. So we are going onto my favorite position for scouting, or every time I'm in my mediums, because I love to scout in this thing, or in my mediums. And we see the KV2 and the ARL. Can we put a shot on the ARL? Yes, we can. We put off his tracks. Can we put another shot? Ah, we bounced off his ass. Ah. Can we try again? Can we try again? Yes. Yes. He tracked. Ah, jeez, he repairs again. Jeez, seriously, how many repair kits does a Frenchie have? French. Anyway, at this point, I decide to go and put some side shots. We see the Chino Kais in the open. We have an opportunity. I load HE. Shoot his ass. Can we high roll? Can we high roll? Yes, we high roll. Then this is the stupid part that I did. I loaded HE and hoped that I could aim at his rear again, but unfortunately it low rolled, and that was a bad move by me. So I load in AP now and deal 171 damage. Now things aren't really going good in here, so we see the ARL. We shoot an HE on this turret. We high roll for 211. The ARL really has a bad. The ARL has a really bad side turret armor, and we see the Chino Kai being cocky, but we are going to try to take him out. His cockiness will be his undoing. And good night. And apparently someone shot from the side. I don't know if it was the M4 or the Stug, or the Cromwell. And we put a shot on this KV2. He was showing his Rivetous turret. Come on, go back up. Oh no. And then I decide here that we need to try to take out this Cromwell. This Cromwell needs to go. He's been sniping up there. But at this point, I decide to actually go tunnel vision him. You can see there is hull. Can we fire? We hit. Load another one. I'm actually at this point I actually hesitated on actually revealing myself on that hull because I'm afraid that the Cromwell B may be actually tunnel visioning me, but as much as possible I tried to take the risks. And apparently we can see that his gun isn't looking, but unfortunately our shot hits the rock. But now I'm shifting my focus on the Stug. The Stug needs to go. He's been pesking around, and he takes a shot from our allies. But unfortunately we have a shot on the Cromwell. Can we hit him? No! We just didn't have a good aim time right now. But we're going aggressive on the Stug. We fire, and we miss, but the Stug doesn't. Now we need to finish this Stug off. Come on. We need to finish this Stug off. And unfortunately, there's this M4 shooting from the side, that pesky little M4. But we'll deal with him later. We need to focus on the Stug. He's a one-shot. Well, basically all three of them are one-shots. Come on, land the shot. Yes! Now it's time to take out this Cromwell B. And I should have. This was a ridiculous move. I should have just pushed in. Can we land the shot on the Cromwell B? Let's hope that he's not looking at me. Yes. All right. It's now it's this M4's turn. He's a one shot. Let's hope. Can we land a one shot? Oh no! RNG fucks us up. 1 HP. But oh well, we finish him off anyway. Now. There's only 2 tanks left, and with that, we actually managed to turn this tide of the battle. We fire on this KV2, and unfortunately, we hit the train, and he misses us. Now, this is just the time that I actually hesitated on rushing the KV2, because I sometimes had the gut that this KV2 may be reloaded before, but this was really a dick move by me. I didn't really think about it, but yeah. And unfortunately we miss. We didn't make it, but it was a good round. So what a really good round that was. Let's go take a look at the after game stats. So that was an incredibly amazing round. 2,366 damage with 4 destroyed. We're able to pick up a top gun and a high caliber again. That was an absolute killer round. Now you see how the Cromwell is supposed to be played as a really skilled if you're really skilled, you can utilize the Cromwell speed and flank with ease. So it's come to this point. Is the Cromwell worth it? Well, for a price range of $25 to $30, and it comes with 2,500 gold, 3 days of premium account, garage lot, camo, as well as the tank itself, I think it may be worth it because the Cromwell B is really fun, and if you guys are really big fans of the Cromwell, you guys are going to love the Cromwell B, I assure you. And now that I actually have this Cromwell B, I actually see no reason to keep my ordinary Cromwell anymore, and I might as well just sell it off. So hopefully guys you enjoyed this video, and if it was, please leave a like down below, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of the Cromwell B. You guys love it, or you guys really want to keep it a lot? Currently the Cromwell has like 3 or 4 days left in the shop, so I suggest if you really want to get the Cromwell B, go for it. Thank you so much guys, you've all been epic, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the battlefield and in the next video.